Hi, this is Jackie Wright, and we're here at City Hall. There is a lot of activity going on, and I am speaking to one of the voters who came from as far as Washington. So I'll let him explain why he's here and what's going on.
My name is Dr. Amarjeet Singh, and I'm director of Khalistan Affairs Center, a Sikh organization which is advocating Khalistan for the last 30 years. I'm based in Washington, D.C., National Press Club, and my reason for being here is that this is the city where on December 10th, 1948, 50 nations of the world, their representatives gathered here when they declared the UN Charter of Human Rights, and right of self-determination is the basic right which is enshrined in that charter. So this voting today in front of or at the Civic City Center has an importance. On one hand, we are reminding our American brothers and sisters that like as George Washington and others, they struggled against British colonialism and got the right that today America is the hope of the whole of the world. Similarly, we are exercising this right enshrined in the UN Charter well within the ambit of international law, where diaspora Sikhs are asserting their right that we want an independent sovereign nation of Khalistan, which is under the Indian occupation, and this is the first referendum on the soil of United States. It began with London in UK, then was in Europe, then it was in Canada, and unfortunately to suppress the voice of diaspora Sikhs, these days transnational repression term is often used and heard, and that is when the Indian government killed a Khalistani activist in Surrey, Canada on June 18th, 2023. Then American Justice Department filed an indictment in a New York court against one Nikhil Gupta, who was an agent of Indian agencies and who was planning a killing of one of the founders of this Khalistan referendum movement, Guru Pratwan Singh Pannu. So this referendum today here has a lot of importance. On one hand, we are urging the civilized world that Sikhs also have a right to their own freedom, and as I mentioned earlier, there were only 50 nations when Charter of Human Rights was issued from this place. Today there are 193 countries in the world, as 15 nations came out of Soviet Union, 7 came out of Yugoslavia. India, which claims to be the largest democracy on this planet, actually is a subcontinent where there are different nationalities, different people, and Sikhs as a people who are being persecuted in that system. We have seen that what we have gone through there, and we want to exercise our right of self-determination, and that is why I am here. That is why over 50,000 people are already in this precinct, and the same number is on their way by cars, trucks, buses from different places in California.